Okay, well, hello everyone. Welcome to Sabado Sessions podcast. I'm your host Joey with boy Alex Espin and Durance. Collaborating to us today is Abdul Majid Suleiman, and today our special guest is none other than Bob Matthews. How you doing, bro? What's up?
Thank you for having me, man. I'm doing amazing.
Yeah,
Straight out of New York. It's fire. Feeling pretty good.
shit. Is that ice cream like outside, bro? Like,
New York. Yes.
hey, hey. No, known for
New York.
your bodegas, ice cream trucks, all around the stuff.
Yup.
Yes, sir.
Yup.
But yeah.
I'm over.
So straight into the meat of it, bro. How's training been? Arms looking kind of wham today, especially people
Hey,
watching this
there's some
on
push-ups to
YouTube.
work out on.
Okay.
But yeah, training's been good. I have the biggest momentum, and I've been riding the wave for like a whole year, pretty
Yeah.
much. Yeah, training. Hey, just hit a 2K double total. This past Friday. No, 2 Fridays ago. Deloading right now. I'm looking for more momentum. Coming for it.
Okay. All right. Well, it's open table for questions right now. Mo, do you want to kick it off? Considering you two guys is potentially one day.
Hey, no, 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 no.
Yeah.
Hey,
Nah.
I've said that the day Bob comes into the IPF, I'm going 120s. Like that's I'm,
I
I'm
think
packing my bags and going 120 straight away.
I think he's more than happy to wait for you there too. You know.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
actually
mate.
split on like if I were to go IPF, I would have known what I would do. To be
Oh shit,
honest.
really? So you're not
Yeah,
sure because you're trying to fill out the 110 class, aren't you? So you're gonna either maybe just go continue into the 120s or go
yeah. I would
105.
say I like doing things super slowly.
Okay.
So maybe by the time I would make the IPF decision, I probably would be like 105, 106. I would easily do 120 at that weight, or just do the little 1 kilo cut.
Nice. Because I was gonna say, because I've listened to your podcast. So you did a podcast with Pete Rubish, and then you did another one with Power Build Jim.
Yeah.
And like in the Pete Rubish one, you seemed like you were very focused on USAPL, not really considering IPF. And then in the Power Build one, you seem leaning a bit more towards the idea of maybe entering IPF one day.
Things be
Yeah,
changing
so-
every time stuff change. I definitely would.
yeah.
I see myself changing. It depends, you know, on a
What-
lot.
On what though? Like, because considering like you can make bank on both right now. Like,
Yeah.
depending on the status of international selections, even selections from Powerlifting America as well, sending out athletes to compete, and then
Yeah.
Sheffield's there, Arnold's is there. I mean, obviously there's US Arnold's as well that you could potentially
Honestly,
dominate.
it mainly depends on who's giving me the strongest drive to get better. That's pretty much it. Right now it's Ashton, Ruska, and
Yeah.
kind of nobody else. And Rondell a little bit, but he's not in my focus right now. It's Ashton Ruska because we're around the same way.
Bob, I got a question for you. Since you mentioned Ashton there, I did listen to one of your podcasts. You said pretty much whatever Ashton does, you will do it. If Ashton decided to come to IPF, you follow. So at the same time, I know you're following the competition in Ashton, but do you know in the IPF we have someone called Anatoly?
Yeah.
So if you're looking for a challenge,
I heard he's returning.
He's coming back in 6 weeks' time. So if you're looking for a challenge,
he's the monster. He's the monster. I gotta see what he's. I gotta see what he's bringing back though, for sure, because him and Ashton are like right here.
Neck and neck.
Neck. In my opinion, I think Ashton's like just a tiny bit more like ahead of him, just because of the deadlift.
Yeah. But then again,
his bench.
But in Anatoly's defense, you haven't seen him for a hot minute, because obviously with like the geopolitical things going on right now, like this dude's training in a bunker. What's he doing now? Durance again? What's the last 360?
The man. Okay, let's put it this way: the man scored 305 kg for like 10 or 11 reps. And then he hit 348 kilo in the bunker alone for a double. without no spotters, just him and the bar. That's how I can put it as. So if you're looking for a challenge, Bob, look, the thing is, like, there's this debate between the Americans and the rest of the world, right? Ashton is a powerhouse. You can't take that away from him. But because Ashton hasn't traveled yet to do those numbers that he does in America, right? And probably the similar thing could be said about Anatoly, but Anatoly has gone to country, although he hasn't traveled from a continent to continent, but he has done country to country. So it means he's done those numbers in different countries. I know you mentioned that you said Ashton did a little bit above, but Ashton hasn't traveled. If Ashton travel,
he's actually doing a Korea meet in like 2 weeks.
Oh, you're doing the same one in Ashton?
Oh, me? No, but him, yeah.
Ashton's running.
He's doing, I don't really know, but he's traveling to Korea in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
To do something, and I know he wants to PR his total.
No. So no North Korea, right? We're talking about South here, right?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
It's 100% South Korea, man.
Definitely South Korea, man.
Because Kim Jong-un he has got COVID, so I don't think he's going to be agreeing to get Ashton there. Bob, I think I was just looking at your history in powerlifting, right? And I've noticed you started powerlifting. I mean, when I mean started, basically officially in the records start from 2019. So mate, look, honest to God, is unbelievable where you come from 2019 for 755 kilo total to now we're talking about you're talking there like doubling 2K. Do you know what I mean? So it's just unbelievable. So how can you just talk us through about your journey? What's the drive behind that, all that improvement?
Man, I'm one of the most, no, I'm probably the most competitive person you'll ever meet. My personality is competitive. It all started with, well, in 2017 when I first picked up a weight. My college had a 1,000 pound club, and it also correlated with me playing basketball because I was a ball player. So I was like, hey, let me get on this website to put my name on this club because it's pretty unique of a club. Not a lot of people's on it. So I took the summer of 2017. I started lifting weights, started trying to get better for basketball because I wanted to do more than just dunk. And I got strong a little bit. I went from, in pounds, 300 pounds of a squat to 400 in 1 week. And then the remainder of the month before we went back up to school, I took my squat from 400 to 500. So 5 plates. I went from 3 to 5 plates that summer. And bench and deadlift were ass. I wasn't really touching with those lifts. But I kind of got big headed because, hey, I just added 2 plates to my squat in the summer. And then I ended up adding a 6th plate during the end of the year. So ending off 2017, 2018, that's when I started making my lifts fun, like looking at fun stuff like meme lifts. So Steinborns, challenges, jumping over barbells, 1,000 pounds in 10 seconds, stuff like that. And then that was all of 2018. And then nearing the end of 2018, I met BTC, Black Tom Cruise, who was Larry Wheel's training partner.
Yeah, RIP though.
Yeah, definitely. And that's when I started literally taking powerlifting serious, the end of 2018.
Shit, so it took BTC to convince you to get to powerlifting?
Yeah.
Damn.
That was in November 2018. Yeah, November 2018. And then for like 9 months, I trained for my first meet.
And then from that first meet, obviously you continued on. What was it about that first meet that you were like, all right, cool, I'm gonna continue with this?
I took a state record. I took a state record, man.
Oh shit! First,
he's like, his stats are insane. Like, I think one thing that's super impressive about you is literally the numbers you're doing now are ridiculous. But if you look at even your first powerlifting meet, man, you were squatting 282.5 kg in squat, and like that's you taking powerlifting seriously the first time. Almost a 700-pound deadlift in your first taking powerlifting seriously meet.
Yeah.
your foundation is just ridiculously insane and high. I had a very interesting question. Sorry to interrupt, Jerry, but just to
No,
Go, mate. Go for it.
yeah. So looking at your timeline, one thing I'm always very super impressed by your lifting in general is your bench. And I've heard one insane stat from yourself on a podcast you did, but also I thought it was another reason why. So in 2019, I believe we were hovering around the 175 kg bench.
Yeah.
Like around that mid 170s, 180s. And then 2021, you're benching closer to the 200s.
Yeah.
Right. So I've heard on a podcast, you've said you added 60 pounds on your bench, just taking creatine. I thought, would you credit it to the creatine? Would you credit that bench progress to the creatine in that period and just supplementing better? Or,
I'm going to go and buy a creatine tomorrow. Go on.
I bought mine. Yeah, I got a list.
It's like, I would say 80% creatine, because I'm not going to lie, that shit, it was coming out, and you'd have to be in my shoes and be like, yo, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
It was like 80% creatine, and also around the time, my thoracic just got way more mobile.
I noticed there was a massive jump in your technique in that period.
Yeah. So yeah, every freaking block, everything was coming. I had a bench PR 425 at like RPE 5, 445 X block, because my coach liked to save a lot in the tank. 445 at RPE 6, and then I think my next PR was, I think it was, all right, and then I had 485, to be honest. The next block, that shit was crazy.
Does it ever, I know this is like way off base of what you're talking about right now, but does it ever bother you that like we're like talking in kilos all the time and you guys are talking in pounds, and obviously when you say things in kilos, it doesn't sound as impressive for, obviously when you hear things like 405, 1,000 pound club, and then it just gets converted like, yeah, it's 200 kilos.
No, I like the kilos. I like kilos better. And it's more impressive in kilos, to be honest.
Yeah.
But then when I find out in pounds, I'm like, oh wow, shit.
Yeah.
I think in Britain it's the other way around, isn't it? In Britain, when you go 1,000 pound, someone squatted 1,000 pound, they go, oh, that's a lot of kilo. What is that? That is a lot of weight. What's that in kilo? And you were like, oh, 455 kilos. I was like, oh, okay, that's all right. If you got 1,000 pound, people thinking like that is definitely a lot of weight. But what's the conversion? When you convert it to kilo, they're like, oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah. It's the other way for me, because when I hear 400 kilos, I'm like, damn, that's 80 pounds. So
yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna touch a question that probably some people wouldn't ask, but I will. Who cares? Okay, we are RPF, you are USAPL, right? We're still the same family, which is the powerlifting family, right? We still love you guys. It doesn't mean we don't love you. We still love you guys, but we have got our differences. So what made you, apart from, I mean, I know the reason you gave about competition, where the competition is, that's where you follow. Basically, i.e., you just followed Ashton because he's in a USAPL. Apart from Ashton, is there anything else that made you choose the USAPL over the IPF?
At the time, like when the split happened.
Yeah.
Nah, I was kind of weak at the time, to be honest. I just was like, hey, I guess I'm staying in America. Pretty much it. That's literally it. Because when the split happened, I was just going up a weight class. I remember I was still small. I was like 97 kg. And yeah, it was specifically because, hey, fuck it. Let's just stay in America, I guess. I didn't really have any crazy goals at the time.
But what about now, though? Don't you want to assert dominance? Because you said you are competitive by nature. Don't you want to like? Don't you want to like?
I haven't seen. I mean, I know Anatolia's about to do some damage, but I haven't seen anything right now. So like, I remember when IPF Worlds happened, I was watching everything, and then seeing the totals, I was like, let me see if I get motivated to do something good at Nationals, because Nationals was in like 3 days from when the 105s competed.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay, I could do that easily. Bang. So
like, do you also think? I know you watched the 105 in South Africa, right? Again, I always say this because I've competed internationally, Mo has competed internationally, especially, and Bob, when you look at the American team that came to South Africa, the example is right there. I can't say enough about it in terms of traveling, how much it takes out of you, right? So you're looking at the 105 in South Africa, you're saying, okay, I remember last time you told me, like, oh yeah, my easy double could have won the 105, which is true. Your easy double could have won 105s, right? But my point is, would that easy double be enough for you traveling 26 hours in South Africa? I'm not talking about you coming to London where you see the white man. No, you're going to South Africa, bro. South Africa. Do you know what I mean? So do you think?
Yeah, it would be good because one, I weighed in at 96 kg, 98, something. I was like 268 pounds.
Yeah.
Two, the Alico bar is godly. For the bars I normally train with, which is a Rogue Ohio, is so bad, whippy and everything.
Yeah.
Even if the travel were to take out some of me on squat and I were to get zapped like, let's say 5 kg, that Alico bar is adding like a good 2 to 5 kg back because that bar is so stiff. I've never even touched an Alico bar, but I know the PSI. I've looked at the PSI. It's way different from what I'm using. It's crazy, yo. That one little difference of a bar.
Make a difference.
There's little differences where you'll get zapped going to international. I know that. But I think my baseline is high enough where I could recover and still put up a decent win. And it's always a different story.
What about the fact that, I mean, I know you're strong now in America. At the moment, you're ahead of Ash because you just beat Ashton, right? Yeah. We can't take that away from you. Yeah. You beat Ashton, you're ahead of him. You know, whether you shake your head or not, you're ahead of him because you beat him. You proved to him you beat him, right? So what about that word of being a world champion? Does it not mean anything to you?
The title doesn't mean anything to me. I'm not gonna lie. The title doesn't.
What about the accomplishment though? Like if you want all the smoke, you'd go to where like people want it, where you can like pretty much assert like that dominance that you want as a competitor.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. But like my intrinsically, the title, like, because when I won best lifter, which is like right here.
God damn, it's just next to him.
That was trash because I didn't really do good. It was my total that didn't suffice. It didn't, move me at all. I beat every single competitor at nationals, and I was mad. I was almost depressed. Almost.
What? Because you just it's not because is it? I thought it's because you didn't get what you wanted out of your competitors.
Nah, it was me. 930 was horrible.
Shit. I think.
So is it safe to say? So is it safe to say that the only way you're going to come back to the IPF is based on the performance of Anatoly?
That's definitely one.
Yeah.
Sure. Then I'd have to.
So if he performs, then that's the only way we're going to see you come to the IPF right now, right? Well,
absolutely, absolutely. Because
so everything's down to him. We're gonna have a word with him then. Tell him to fucking wake up.
The title isn't that motivating to me of world champion because titles don't really mean much to me. It's just the numbers, the stats. Like this guy did this at this.
But the thing at the same time, Bob, I don't know about you, but I know you're very young compared to me. I'm old, right? But when you come to that age where you have got responsibility, you have got family, you got all these stuff. But sometimes you want to create a legacy, right? A legacy for your children to see this is what daddy has achieved, right? You're strong in America, right? Oh yeah, my dad has totaled 1,500 pounds. Yeah, fair enough. But my dad was a world champion. See? So although your dad totaled 2,500 pounds, but my dad was a 3 times world, typical example like Russ. Russ is like, I think, what is it, 2 times world champion, right?
Yeah.
So 2 time world champion. So no matter what number Russ hit at USAPL, when it comes to his legacy, people will talk about him being 2-time world champion. They're not going to talk about how much Russ hit at the USAPL. Is that not something that could drive you thinking, look, no, let me not do it for me, but let me do it for my legacy?
I do like that. I do like that a lot. I've never thought about legacy. I'm not gonna lie. I have it. For me, I think we think of very differently. Because like what you just said about Russ, Petrie just kind of beat Russ by a good amount of dot points in the same lightweight division. Because I think it was grouped 74, 83, 93.
Yeah.
And what Petrie just did is more impressive to me than damn near what Russ has been doing, because he beat Russ for dots overall best lifter, and he just beat the 2-time world champion, 5-time national champion. So that's how I look at it, to be honest. But legacy comes second. Legacy comes with. Legacy comes with.
I'm gonna try and touch on something a bit more closer to home for you. Like obviously legacy worlds and whoever would post up and more than that could potentially be something for you to be interested in. But what's that the local scene saying? Because you're not the only powerlifter in New York that's represented. Like
you're talking
America.
about New York? How's New York?
Yeah,
New York. I ain't gonna lie. New York got to step up. There's nobody in New York. I think we got lucky with Taylor and Delaney, and me, and even Sean Noriega, but there's nobody in New York. Pretty much. So the powerlifting scene, it's growing, kind of getting better a little bit, but as far as there's nobody right now.
Shit. So what Taylor's done doesn't impress you at all. Like he's got automatic invite to Sheffield. He's gonna make absolute stacks, right? Just from that, just from lifting.
50K, bro. Let me put it this way: £50,000. That's what Taylor is guaranteed to make at Sheffield.
That's 60 racks. As I know New Yorkers like to call it.
Against Bob, how do you feel about that? A little bit of a catch there, for you to go 6 months not working.
Oh, the money? That's amazing. Yeah. That's amazing. Yeah. Crazy. That's
like, obviously that's not a title.
I wish I could do it.
Then come to SPF.
that, yes, exactly.
The money is there.
I know, it's great. I mean, it's weird. It's a weird spot. I'm not gonna lie. When I seen it, I'm like, wow. Because in that time frame, I know where I'll be at in that time frame.
Yeah.
So I trust it. When I seen it, I was like, damn. But
look, think about the bigger picture though, bro, as well, right?
Hold on, we sound like we're recruiting him to IPF.
No. But I just want him to like really sink in, like the idea, the fact that I actually don't know who Bob is sponsored by, but say on like hypothetically he's like part of the SBD like roster, right? They'll comp him for the flights, they'll comp him for the accommodation.
That is true.
Yeah. So what? That's nothing out of your pocket, right?
And also, it was also depend how strong you are. You might be on the salary, not just the bonuses.
Oh shit! Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then you get invited to Sheffield, right? Make 60 racks from doing what you do
in training.
Yeah,
literally,
bro. Like I know you don't care about titles, but that is a no-brainer. Come on.
Well, just to hop in here,
no-brainer.
They haven't told you guys what the payout for the Arnolds will be next year, though, have they? For the grand.
They did. It's honestly, it's not the most. It's not the most. It'll be like first place is 12K, second place is 7.5K, and whatever is whatever, so on and so on. And then the Virginia Pro is 10K. Second place is 7K.
Yo, I don't know, man. 60K,
60K, and that 12K.
You know what I mean?
Even if you win both, it's 22. You still haven't hit 60 yet.
It's a fraction, bro.
Your numbers are going up and up and up. So can you imagine what you're going to be on next year?
Oh yeah, I know. That's why
exactly. So something to think about, man.
So I think I think, okay, Bob, we're not trying to recruit you for IPF here. We're not trying to do that because some of us are trying to become stars. We don't want other stars to come in and crush us. So my question is, in terms of like the Sheffield meet itself, I mean, I know Sheffield is not IPF. Sheffield is SPD, right? SPD is a business. They're trying to organize something for themselves. It's not IPF, it's SPD. So how you guys in the USAPL, when you heard the news of Sheffield, and plus when you heard that they will be giving away like £365,000, which is over $500,000. So how did you guys feel about it? How do you feel? Is it because I did listen to Ross. Ross was saying on King of the Lift, he was saying, "Oh, I'm waiting for Sheffield. I'm not even thinking that Sheffield's going to be amazing. I'm going to think that it's going to be like any other local meet." But he's forgetting like the £365,000 is not a local meet when you got that money in. So how do you guys feel about that?
Oh my God. I'm gonna be honest. The first thing I said, wow, that's not fair. That's the first thing I did say. Because of the split and everything, and we were one before.
Yeah.
That could have been me going.
Yeah.
I did say it's not fair, blah, blah, blah. That's fucking crazy. It even moves Ash's hand, to be honest, because me and him were talking about going after the Arnolds. Yeah, we were talking about that at Nationals. Make a nice surprise. It would be so fun. So nice. Yeah. We are intrigued by it, hearing it, yo. It is crazy.
And do you think that will go on?
I was gonna say, I do think USAPL is gonna try to make their incentive to stay stronger. I do believe they're trying.
They are. We can see it. They are literally, again, as I said, although we are IPF, it doesn't mean we're not seeing what USAPL are doing. They're doing some amazing things that we're looking and thinking, oh my God, look at those guys. It's amazing. Even like, I mean, I think with the USAPL, to me, with the USAPL, it's not about the federation itself. It's about how the meets are run. At the moment, no one can beat USAPL in terms of their meet. They do deliver on their meet days.
Yeah,
right? They do deliver. So sometimes that's what you need. You need experience. You don't always need to go and win world championship. You just want to get that experience, and the USAPL is providing that, and we can't take that away from them. You know, and then we're aware of that. And touching on the USAPL, Bob, last few weeks, the USAPL came out with a statement saying world records, right? World records will be broken. And we're talking about international, about USAPL Australia, USAPL the Congo, USAPL Nigeria, USAPL Ghana. So I think I went on the King of the Lift. I said, look, to me, it sounds like we're going back to the colonization in 1800, when countries used to be called other people's countries. How do you guys feel as athletes of the USAPL? How do you feel about that?
I don't like the world record thing on that. I'm not gonna lie. Just keep it with America. To be honest, leave the world records to the IPF. It's pretty much it. There was one of the topics where I just like bypassed. Yeah, and I had my quick opinion, just like the bench arches. To be honest.
Yo, what's your take on that? Actually?
Yeah, that's a very interesting point.
Yeah.
I kind of hear it, see it, and I'm like, I'd bypass it. But my honest take is I don't think they should.
You don't think they should what? Ban it?
I don't think they should, because like for me, for example, I've not ever in my life tried to get my bench arch better at all. It should happen naturally as hell. I used to be pretty damn flat, but then low, like it started, bench became its mobility drill for me itself, and it just got crazier and crazier and crazier.
Yeah, or that, and your pecs just got ginormous. So
yeah, that too.
No,
all that creatine, man. They're gonna make a rule saying you can't take any more creatine before a comp.
That'd be crazy. But look,
yeah, that's insane. I'm just very interested to touch on something you just mentioned. You said you never actually did anything specific for your arch mobility or thoracic mobility. I find that that's very interesting to hear, because I personally have changed my bench, honestly, looking at your benching. because I've tried to go for more mobile, higher arch position, just because we've got that long range of motion.
Yeah.
Shorter is the better. Although I'm not as close grip as you are, where you rely heavily on your triceps, which is something I learned from you. I just found it interesting that you never actually had to consider any mobility.
It happens so naturally. It's crazy.
Yeah,
and I'm
crazy.
Over time I'm looking at my videos and I'm like, yo, why is my arch becoming like that? Confused. Damn, they're confused. I would say if they did have to make a rule, I'm 100% for the ring thing. Change the grip width. But hey, you got to give the 105s a max grip. You got to give the 105s a max grip. 90s could get the pointers, and then 80s could get the middle. That would be beautiful.
Wait. So you want, like, depending on the weight range,
weight class?
Oh, sorry, yeah, the weight
that
class.
would make the most sense, because I'm not gonna lie, if your arms are like smaller people, your arms are just gonna be shorter than a guy that's like 6 foot, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna be able to max that arch way better, just because of your arms in relation to your body. You're just gonna be able to arch way better. Like a 66 should not be gripping what a 120 kilo man grips, low key.
No, but
So
come on, like no.
But even my
You've got
arms are
266 in here.
Yeah.
No, honestly,
No,
honestly
yeah, for real.
speaking, my arms are extremely long. Like, I can touch my kneecaps or maybe a bit lower. My leverages are a bit crazy on deadlifts.
And what weight class are you?
66. But then Joey's the opposite. Joey's the opposite.
No, don't talk about me. Like, my arms are quite long too, bro. It's just, you know what? It's just because his frame is like petite in it, whereas I'm a bit more wider.
It's hard. Making a rule on it is hard. I think just leave it alone.
Yeah, no, but like what I'm gonna say back to you, yeah. Just I'm not trying to say that it's like a rebuttal or anything, but that's almost like saying like, yo, 7 foot guys in the NBA shouldn't be allowed to jump because they already have that max height.
But in the NBA, there hasn't been any other physical rule. Like, nah, not the NBA. I wouldn't say that. But if you're related to powerlifting, I would say, hey, ban sumo.
Hey, don't go there.
Whoa.
Don't go there, Bob. Don't go there.
Whoa. Like
everyone here sumos as well. So.
Everyone here is sumo.
Yeah, it's tough.
So that means if they ban sumo, that means Ash will destroy you.
Nah, he's your convention is popping right now, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's why he's favoring the ban sumo.
Yeah, so I think if I were to stick with conventional for a minute, I'll pull something fat.
Yeah,
but at the moment, he'd destroy me.
But you say you already beat Ash. You already beat Ash, right, at the last nationals you had.
Yeah, but I don't count that because
you didn't like your performance. But say
you actually have a good performance either. Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, he's gonna do something crazy. But I know he could have done something crazy. I can't. He totaled 925 kg. That's not a win.
But Bob, at the same time, right? We all hear competitors, right? We know when we're competing, we always want more. Even if the funny thing, right? This is what I said this to Delaney at the World Championship, because he won world, but he was pissed off, right? Because of his performance. But I said to him, I said, look, the whole world know what you're capable of. No one can take that away from you. But today, you're a world champion with whatever you put on. So enjoy that. Next time when you come, just do more for you to can be satisfied. But it doesn't mean, I want world of AO2, I shouldn't be doing that. I should be doing A30, A50. I was like, it's a different ballgame. That day, if it's not your day, it's your day. But just take what's there. Because like what you say, like, I know you were hard on yourself saying, I beat Ash because Ash underperformed. At the end of the day, that's not even your business. At the end of the day, is that what the day provided? Do you know what I mean? To me, I'm sitting here, I'm thinking, you beat Ash. And Ash can't take that away from you.
Yeah, perfectly said. It's perfectly said. I do say that was Ash's time to beat me. That's what I said. That's what I take away from that meet. It was Ash's time to beat me.
So that mean that if you're saying Ash's time to beat you, that mean the next time you guys clash, he ain't got no chance.
I didn't say no chance. It'll be more. I feel like when I came into nationals, I gave him the victory already in my head. I was like, hey, he got the absolute total dots. I might have a chance. And he just did. He just underperformed so crazy that I wasn't even expecting it. And what happened. I won what I won because he underperformed. So I was like, this is your time to beat me in my head. So going forward, remember, you have a 217-pound Bobb right here. Next time you're going to be seeing a 230-pound Bobb, 227-pound Bobb. That your time is going to get harder the next time you see me. I don't say he has no chance at all, because I think he very well might beat me the next meet. How I'm going about things very slowly, I do think I'll surpass him by the Arnolds, because I do think I could see that.
Yo, so wait, hold on. All right, cool. So we get there. Say we get there, yeah. You get there. You surpass him by Arnold's. You smoke him 1, 2, maybe 3 more times, right?
I know you'll say.
Huh?
Yeah.
You're gonna go my BF.
No, it's not even IPF, bro. He could be going, I don't know, WDFP. I don't know what the other federations are, bro. But I'm just saying, would you want to, like, give smoke elsewhere? Because you're like, I want to be
somebody else.
Yeah,
Probably. High key.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Because I know.
No, high key, definitely, bro. High key.
Yeah.
But high key, that's also going to be Anatolia or something like that, though.
Yeah, Anatoly or Rondell.
Yeah.
That was a beast, man.
Yes.
Rondell doesn't make any sense.
Rondell is the #1 of any future adversary I can see. I can't see nobody else. He's pulling 400 fucking kilos. He's planning to do 410 soon. He's planning to do 410 and they'll meet this year. He's benching 230-ish. No, more.
250, 260, around that range.
Yeah. And
You
he's
know,
squatted.
the first time I met Rondell in 2018, I think he was still a junior, right? In 105s.
Yeah.
His handling team made a mistake for him to break the world record. They wanted to go 0.5, but they forgot that 0.5. Right.
Wow.
And then we were sitting at the back, and all of us were like, why didn't he just squat at 0.5 to break the world record?
Yeah,
they were like, the handler just forgot. They couldn't remember about it. I was like, oh, damn, if it happened to me, mate, I will lock you down, bro. I'll shit on you. It's unbelievable what he's been doing, what he's achieving, and all of that. So for me, it's like, he's not in the is he in the USAPL or Rondell?
Yeah.
Or he did it as a guest, because I know he's from Trinidad and Tobago.
I think he's in. I'm pretty sure he's in. He's doing another meets in November.
He's doing the Russell Ahi meet.
Yep.
That one in Texas.
That's great. Yeah. He's that one guy, yo. He puts fear in me, and no one puts fear in me. Shit.
Hey, okay.
That's nice to hear. Next time we're getting Rondell. Let's see how Rondell is going to respond to that. Go on, Espen.
I want to bring it back a little bit. So, how did the relationship with your coach come about? Like, how did you guys meet? Was you guys mates before, or?
We're all in the group chat, and we all knew of each other for like a good minute, just because we just put the strongest guys in the group chat. Bang. So I came along a little later in the group chat, and literally Jamal Browner talked me into getting coached. Jamal Browner. And he put me on Marcellus, and then the rest was history. This started it was like 11 weeks out of nationals 2021, and I grew. I exploded going into nationals, but like the training made me actually lose weight, because I was never used to doing back downs or extension. Yeah, it made me lose weight because my metabolism sped up, which is kind of crazy. I went from 95 kg to 90 kg.
Oh shit!
In the space of how long?
Like 8 weeks. I was like 4 weeks out, and I was panicking because I was like, "Yo, why am I losing weight?"
So what did you do to stack it back on?
I was desperate. I just ate into the meat, but I overate. It was bad, very bad. That's why I performed so bad at nationals last year.
Damn.
But I didn't lose
Damn.
for some reason. I could have easily lost a lot of hope because I did terrible.
Like,
Wow, that's
I'm-
unbelievable.
You know, I'm gonna go back to what you said about
Yes.
earlier about New York and that, and like, obviously your coach is what, local to you as well, right?
No, he's thousands of miles away.
Where's he based? Where's he based?
I believe Texas.
He's in Texas, yeah.
Yes, yeah. So, yo, we had Chance on this, right? And we spoke. Obviously, we spoke about the whole USAPL whatever thing, and he said pretty much what you did: keep it in the States, right? And then he mentioned something along the lines. But if you guys were to do something else, you should do like state v state. And we did ask him like, yo, who would like dominate out of all the states? And then he just went hands down. It's not even a fair competition. It's Texas. Like,
Yeah.
Hearing that from him, obviously where your coach is based and everything else. Have you ever like thought to like relocate maybe?
Yeah, Texas,
Yeah,
definitely. Yeah,
But, like
That's where the strongest people on the planet live.
yep.
It-
Texas is Houston specifically. That's my dream state.
yeah,
100%. The strongest people are there. They'll motivate me to get stronger. There's you know who's over there right now with so many.
yeah.
New
exactly.
Yeah,
York
everyone's there.
New York doesn't have anybody at
How
all.
are the gyms in New York? Are the gyms there like very
Um,
powerlifting specific, or do you have to travel a
When
bit?
you find them, they're powerlifting specific. So right now I train at Elite Barbell. Shout out to them. We've been growing a little powerlifting scene over there, and it just happened so naturally. But elsewhere, there's not much in New York. I'm not gonna lie. New York is horrible for powerlifting. Horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
So
So
what's more commercial?
what's stopping you from relocating then?
Kind of the bond I've grown to New York. Not ready yet, because that's a move.
Yeah,
That's a big
Yeah, you,
bro.
you're only 24, man. Yeah, so you're still
Just
pretty
turned
young.
25.
What, you're
Oh,
what?
you just turned 25.
Yeah.
I thought you were
Okay.
27.
Nah, bro. It's younger than me, man.
Don't put age on my bro. What?
Wow.
I was,
Damn.
to be honest with you, I was very surprised to hear how young you were, because I genuinely thought you were at least a year older than me or two. But then when I heard you were like 24, you're slightly behind me. I was like, damn, that's so much more progress to come in the future.
Yeah, a little extra few years.
Yeah, but
Like what, 35 or something?
Yeah.
It's scary because Ashton is like what, 26 as well, isn't it?
He's also 25. We're both 25.
That's
Young.
unbelievable. That's nuts. That's crazy.
But going back to what you said though, like you said, like, you know, it's too soon. You've created a bond, but you being a competitor at heart, you just saying just now, like you'd get stupid strong if you trained over up in Houston, right?
Right. Yeah.
Like you staying in New York would essentially be an opportunity cost, considering if you moved sooner.
That's a good way to put it. But at the same time, the comfortability thing means a lot. Because I actually just thought about, I'll be in Texas next month, September 25th. And it falls in line with my week 4. So my heaviest week of the block. And I just thought about, hey, let me stay the extra week so I could hit my heaviest loads there. I'm not even comfortable right now doing that.
No?
I thought about it. I was like, damn, I want to hit my heaviest loads at Elite, where I'm more comfortable at.
Yeah.
But let me try to experiment with corrupted strength.
Yeah.
That's for example right there.
At Russ's. But on the off chance though, that it was like, I don't know another word to say it, but that it was just right for you, right? That whatever your experience is on that portion of your training at corrupted, would that be enough to be like, yeah, that's tipping me over to like, yeah,
Kinda, it could be, yeah.
That could be the tipping point.
Yep.
Shit.
Texas for a week, and then you got your week 4 there, and then you see, high key, and then you see Jamal pull 1,000.
I got with someone that told me, someone said to me once, sometime, because Bob, myself, I train at home. I train in my own garage. So I always said, Joey coaches me. So I always said to people, if you load weight on the bar, don't expect anyone to spot you. That means you can't. If you're expecting spotters, that means that weight you shouldn't be loading it. That's why my intake on it, right? So if I load 650 pounds on the squat, I have to squat it because I don't have no one except Jesus. So someone came to me and they said to me, that's a wrong way to see things, because training with strong people get you stronger because they're going to push you to get that extra bit. Let's say, like, if I can do 650 pounds, if I train with people, I can probably do 670 pounds because I know I can trust people there. But my mindset is all about, nah, mate, if I need to score 670 pounds, I have to do it by myself. That means I have the strength for it. So don't you think, like, in your place, don't you think moving to Houston will get you that extra gear?
Probably not. Not the extra gear, but the only thing I think it could give me is the mental, like that mental fire, the inside fire that these other guys can do what I can do. That's the only thing. Not exactly what you were talking about, because the people at Elite do push me. Like there's some guys over there. There's some little dogs over there.
I watch like your vlogs, and like they're very intense. Like everyone in the gym gets behind you whenever you're about to do something. So that's pretty good environment. Yeah.
Much.
But is it are they the same level as you, or is just the good hype men?
Hype men.
So they're not the same level as you. They just hype men. They don't understand how you feel, what you're doing. But in Houston, people understand what you're doing.
Yeah, that's a different type of fire, I will say. Because, like, no, you're right. Yeah, you probably are right. I would get a little bit more out of them, because I'm not going to lie, when I was with Ashton, just for my deload session, I could have, if we had a week 4 together, I would go crazy. I would definitely, just because the presence,
You know what? I'm gonna ask you this as well. Outside of all of that, right? Outside the realm of training and everything, I know that's like probably number one of your priority list in terms of like moving to somewhere like Houston. Are there other things that could potentially like convince you as well? Like I don't know, bro. It could be the food, it could be the vibe, it could be the culture, it could be. I'm not gonna say music scene. Like, come on, New York's music scene is like.
I would say no, absolutely. What? New York is crowded as hell. Houston is dispersed.
Yeah,
I know that. I don't like crowdedness. I also like peace and quiet, and you can clearly hear the ice cream truck that just passed by like 30 minutes ago. Also, New Yorkers are pretty aggressive, and elsewhere is not as aggressive. Every time I've traveled outside of state, people are very different.
What part of New York are you from, sorry, bro?
Huh?
What part of New York are you from?
I'm from Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. Okay.
There's many things. I'm not gonna lie, I could easily be persuaded. Easily.
Would you be leaving a lot behind in New York right now to move?
Would I what?
Would you be leaving a lot behind in New York though, like in terms of work or?
No, I coach online, and I'm sponsored, and I do YouTube and stuff. So yeah, I wouldn't be leaving work behind.
You're wasting time. Go to Houston now.
I lie, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Go to Houston now, mate.
You know, you should go to IPF now as well. You know, if you're starting to move.
The only reason we're selling IPF to you, Bob, is because some people at class want to see you face to face, want to see those lifts like a face to face. I know you guys in the USAPL, last time when you guys did your nationals, or you call it mega national or whatever you called it, but some of us had to stay 4 a.m. in the morning to watch it. And I'm thinking, if this guy moved to IPF, I don't need to do this. I would just be there sitting in the front row. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Definitely inspired. I literally have to think about this. Literally, it's not something I could just be like, oh, IPF. I literally got to think, hey, fuck. IPF, USAPL, IPF, USAPL.
$60,000.
I want to beat Taylor. I'm not gonna lie. I want to beat Taylor. Taylor's one of the guys I want to beat.
See, there we go.
Beat Taylor is IPF. That's where Taylor actually swim.
I know.
You know what else? Other doors are open for you as well. Because, like, think about UK Arnolds. Like, I reckon one of the prerequisites for UK Arnolds was IPF lifters, right? I mean, that's the whole reason why Chance is coming over here. He's the only US lifter that's popping off, like that's gonna come by in 6
So
weeks'
basically, he's
time.
coming to snatch that €3,000, which is like what, 3,500 or $4,000 from us. Literally,
It's literally $5,000.
he's literally coming to snatch that from anyone. No one will take that away from him. I mean, no offense,
Just
Mo.
a quick 5K and go home. Why
Yeah,
not?
literally.
And you get comped for flights and accommodation, I think. Oh no, is it? Is it?
No.
Oh, you don't.
Well, depends on who's sponsoring him. That'll be like a different sponsor, definitely. But
Okay,
you probably getting compensation for performing.
SBD. Oh yeah,
with virus.
Ah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, chances
So-
are like multiple people. Yeah.
I'll bring the question to you, Bob, in terms of like, I did listen to Angelo, right? Me and Angelo, sometimes we talk every now and then. I listened to the podcast in the 2 while they were he you know how Angelo is. He doesn't have no filter, right? When it comes to USAPL or IPF, he literally speaks his mind.
Yeah.
You know, that's why people hate him, but I love him for that. He mentioned about, I know IPF lifters were saying it's not just about the money, it's about the lifting and the world championship, right? It's full of fucking crap, right? You know, SPD are throwing this money at them. Everyone are going Larry because of the money. You can tell who's there for the money. So again, the question to you, Bob, powerlifting, you want to follow competition, right? This is not about me asking you if you're going to come to IPF or not. It's a different line of question in terms of like, is money one of the motivator as well? You doing this sport?
Money is probably the smallest motivator. The number one motivators is the competition. And then the number two is, you ever watch Naruto?
Yeah.
Yes.
You know,
Go on, Espen. Say no. Say no, Espen.
Shikamaru's
Never watched
that's
it.
a drag.
Yeah.
It's a drag. Yeah, it's a drag to travel. And then when I have the strongest guy here, and I get to just travel to him and face the strongest guy that's put up the best total so far.
No. The strong Bob, the strongest American, not the strongest guy. The strongest American.
I do like that. Yo, I love it. Shit. I know Anatoly does like a 9-something, 940, 950. Then it's up in the air again, tossed up in the air. I was still leaning towards USAPL because for me, I'm a pretty nonchalant Shikamaru type of guy. Like IPF is a drag. Plus the fact that PLA doesn't have meets at all. Like the rarity of meets in PLA, you're just doing that one meet to go to Worlds. That's pretty much it.
So you're trying to say that you want something, whatever, basically the blueprint of what USAPL is doing. Like there's a bit more frequency of competitions.
Yes, I would love that.
Okay.
Absolutely.
But PLA as well is just in the beginning, isn't it? And Bob, you know, we can agree they don't have meets, but they're just starting.
I don't see them expanding. I personally don't see them expanding crazy because one, the majority of what's going to make USAPL people leave. Two, not a lot of people believe they can get a spot. Like, what's the point of doing PLA to get that IPF spot? A lot of people are going to see Jesus and Keiko Chance and be like, what 93 is going to follow? Unless it's Petrie. Why would a 93 go?
So saying that, I'll follow you in the question. Saying that, so that means the Americans are almost scared of the IPF lifters in PLA.
Yeah, because they don't want no smoke.
Say that.
Because they don't want no smoke.
But if you want competition, if you want to beat the best, you follow.
Yeah, but look at Russ though. Russ
is a businessman. Russ is a businessman.
Russ right now is an exception, right? Because Delaney failed in it. Delaney failed. Let's just simply put, Delaney failed. What?
Failed in what?
Out totaling Russ.
Oh, of course. Even if he's in America, he's still gonna fail. That's pure. That's pure.
Exactly. That's exactly why. But that's exactly why other people like Enna, right? Enna Horror is saying, yeah, he's gonna out total Russ because he wants that smoke from Americans. But like, yo, you want to see the best? Come over here. We'll slap on the best for you. So that's what Bob is sitting at right now, right?
Like Sean Noriega, he's literally what comes out his mouth. He's not going to IPF because he wants to stay where the best is, which is Russ. That's literally what.
Yeah, but that's
Sean
for
and
now.
Russ. Sean and Russ is like you and Ash, right? But the difference is you and Ashton. There is Anatoly out there, right? That's the difference between you and Ashton and Anatoly.
Yeah.
But with Sean and Russ, there's no another person out there that Sean can follow. That's why Sean is just like benchmarking himself against Russ. But the reality of things is, until Sean delivers in the meet, he will never beat Russ.
Yeah.
Right?
Quick
So
question
Sean,
to you on that
go on,
one.
man.
Quick question on that. What's your views on that, on Sean? Isn't it like kind of weird? Well, here in the UK, we always talk about it, right? But how is it in the States? Do you guys always talk about the whole, like, whenever there's hype about Russ against Sean?
Absolutely.
But then on the day, Sean just never performs. It's like a constant thing every year. It must get like a bit.
It's almost becoming like a Goku Vegeta sort of like scenario.
Well, what's your views on that, man? Why is it that he just doesn't perform? Obviously, we're going off topic because it's not about you, but
it's 100% mental for sure. Like, some people have that dog in them, some people don't. Sean's training always looks godly.
10 out of 10. It's 10 out of 10 always.
He benched like 235 before on the fat pad, but he still benched that.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that he's a technician to the T. He's a 10 out of 10 technician, and mental. He kind of looks nervous.
So what you're saying, Russ is almost living into Sean's head permanently. He has a bed and a pillow.
Almost.
I think so as well, yeah.
Almost. So. That can happen. I think you can get into your competitor's head if they're mentally weak, to be honest.
Shit.
But going back to the point, I know this is not about Russ, but going back to the point where you said Russ is in the USAPL. Look, I'm an AE3, I'm in the IPF, and if I was in Russ' position, probably I would choose USAPL in terms of like business-wise, right? USAPL made sense to him, and also he's won 2 world titles at the IPF, and also in the IPF, there's no one. If he came to South Africa, he could have probably won with his openers, right? So the reality is there's no that competition for him. So him moving over there makes sense. But the rest of the pool in the USAPL, I don't see the rationale around it. I really don't.
Yeah, I might have to
basically, including even, no offense, including even you. If you want competition, we have one that can give you competition. Do you know? But Russ is a different story. He doesn't have no
one. Bro, he's trying to say you're not Russ.
To me, though, I haven't beat Ash yet, and Ash is still that guy.
That's why I asked earlier. Like, 1-2 times, you're gonna get tired, bro.
But when are you gonna be Russ? When do you think that you're gonna call it a win?
He said Ash, not Russ.
No, it doesn't say Ash. When do you think you're gonna call it a win against Ashton?
When I absolutely out-totaled him around the same body weight.
So soon?
I don't know if it'll happen at the Virginia Pro, but I think it'll. If it happens at Arnold's, I'm gunning for that to happen at Arnold's. Me and him, I have to talk about. Hey, let's go IPF. Let's kill shit over there.
But if you two go to PLA, they can only choose one.
Nah, they'll take 2 of them. They'll 100%.
Me and him are in the best spots.
Yeah.
Plus, we're teammates too. Under Coach Marcellus. We're in the best positions where honestly, we could gamble. We could roll the dice for who does what weight class.
In fact, Ashton could just weigh into the 120s and probably still win, to be honest with you. So both of them will come in respect.
That's taking a piss out of powerlifting, man. We're working hard to be powerlifters. You guys are just taking a piss out.
Hey,
I just had
No, just a quick one. Who's living in whose head right now between you and Ash Bob?
To be honest, that's a great question. I think
no, just first answer that comes in your head, bro. Don't try and mitigate.
Both. I am definitely living in his. He's definitely living in.
Well, who's living rent free?
Rent free.
Both for sure. On my part.
Shit.
I mean, he's in my head rent free for sure. He has to be.
Okay.
Hey, he just literally yesterday. I'm like waiting. I'm refreshing my shit to see his fucking post, see what he
Okay.
doubled, and see, hey, I finally out doubled him. I mean, I finally out totaled him on because we're in the same block right now.
Yeah. You know, I appreciate the honesty, bro. But yeah, go on, Alex, Mo, what you got to ask?
I just had a quick question because you're generally speaking one of the first lifters to come out there and say, I want to challenge Ashton Ruska. When Ashton has been competing, no one's ever said that. Like, everyone's looked at him as a phenom. But also, I wanted to ask you two questions. Number one, what gave you the motivation to go, oh, I can catch with Ashton? And then second, what is it like competing against Ashton and having him as almost a friend, but also as a competitor at the same time?
What gave me the motivation to chase him? Honestly, I just like the fire it gives chasing somebody, because before him it was Keiko. It was Keiko. Before him it was Russ, but that was when I first got into into powerlifting.
Yeah.
I just love chasing the number one, to be honest. It makes me better. So they have to live in my head rent free, to be honest. Because I see everything they do. They say compete for yourself. I'm like, fuck that. I'm competing to beat this motherfucker. To be honest,
Yes.
I need that. And what was the second question?
It's just like, how is it? So when you were there at the Nationals, so what is it like actually competing against
him?
Ashton? Yeah, I know you're not in the same weight class, kind of, but still, you have him in the back of your head. You've seen his numbers, you know what Ashton's like, kind of thing. I
ain't gonna lie. Last year, 2021 Nationals, I was like looking at him as he was a god. Boom. Like I was like amazed at every fucking warm up he did, every blah blah blah. I was like, wow. Virginia Pro, I was like, I'm almost at your level now, but I'm still getting there. I'm still skinny. I'm almost at your level. And then at Nationals, it was like, we're right here. Now I'm literally watching your bench to see how hard do I have to go, and if I got to push my bench. So I'm thinking we're on equal playing grounds now. And so it's competing against him is pretty freaking nice. I'm looking at him as we're equals.
Did you see him looking at you at that Nationals this year? Like what you're pushing and what he's pushing?
Fist bumps after every other squad and shit.
Yeah, and you try playing any mind games.
Yeah, 100%. He waited. First thing he told me was, "Oh, I'm 221, lighter than I thought." I was like, "Wow." He got the dots. I literally told him that. You got dots. You got it. That shit was crazy. But definitely, because I didn't even have to mention anything about weight. Yeah. I unintentionally cut like 3 to 4 pounds just by not really eating, so I could just have more advantage on dots. And he did the same shit. And he told me immediately after weight, because he knew I was expecting him to weigh heavy. Shit. So we're definitely.
I mean, I bring the meat. You mentioned that on the meet day, how because I know you're very good friends. You're in the same team, fist pump as every single warm up. You probably use the same rack as well when you're warming up. So my question is on the com day. We had a lot of guests here. They had different views on the com day, how they literally carry themselves. Some people say on the com day, I'm in the zone. Don't come close to me. I'm going to punch you in the face if you try. And some people say, motherfucker, I'm not here to be your friend. I'm here to beat you, right? So where does Bobb Matthews sit in that spectrum? Do you sit on, if you look at me again for the second time, I'm going to punch you? Or if you look at me again for the second time, I'm going to take a picture with you?
Oh, absolutely not. Probably 50-50. Yeah, 50-50, straight up 50-50.
Is it 50-50 because depending on who? Because if it's just a random dickhead.
50-50. Always. I like to have I like to practice how good my mental is basically for game days. So on my heaviest sessions, like in my videos, how the hell am I having fun in my YouTube videos and I'm mentally getting in the zone to live heavy? Because when I'm warming up, it's a different game, way different game. But like outside of warm-ups, I'm recording some hilarious content at the same time. That's the on and off switch that you have to have. And it definitely prepares me for that, for come meet day.
I've noticed, I've noticed that because like On your YouTube, because I do a very small amount of YouTube on the side, very, very little. But it's hard making that switch of recording yourself, warming up, trying to interact with the camera, and also perform on the platform or do whatever set you have to do. But you're very good at, you just film your top set and then you film your interaction with the other gym members after your top set or warming up to your top set. So I like your format, and you're very, you can tell the intensity switch. You're either very happy and enjoying everyone's company, or you completely dialed into your own session and just focusing on yourself. So yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it's very.
Is that what you bring to the platform, though? Is that what you bring to the meet day as well? Is it the same concept?
I'm more serious. I'm 100% more serious. I'm basically that intense guy at all times, and I'm in the zone. I'm focused, whatever, blah blah blah. But I'm not really bringing goofy vibes to the meet at all, really. I've tried to almost want to do YouTube during the meet, but I can't do that at all.
No.
Especially being alone.
Have you ever had some awkward interactions during meet day? Like when someone's trying to come up to you and chat shit, or if someone's trying to get into your head? Like, no.
Oh no.
Okay,
Go.
Tell us the story, man. That's it.
2019 Nats, I had a junior. He had a junior that I was competing against. And if you watch the video on my last pull, he's right out there like that. And right before he told me, right before I went outside, he tried to get me to miss. He was like trying to get my hype, get in my head and make me nervous. Like, Bob, this could change your life. If you hit this, or hey, you could just be one of them bums. And I was like, I feel like I was so young then. I was just nodding my head, blah, blah, blah. And then I just went out there and killed it. But that's why he was looking, poking his head out. And then, well, this time I met him at Nationals, it was way different. Second time meeting him, he was pretty much accepting of what I've done and accomplished. So he didn't try to anything. Plus, he didn't have no lifters there, anyways. Maybe
is it sense of respect in terms of like, you are the dog here, you're the top dog.
Yeah.
So no matter what I do, you will perform.
Yeah.
Because you are not the first person I've spoken to that have given me that pretty much impression that Joey does that a lot. You know what I mean?
Joey is hilarious for that. Yo.
Yeah.
I would see. That's why I kind of want craftsmanship to go over to IPF or him to come to USAPL, because I want to destroy his team. Everybody destroy his team.
I think Joey has created pretty much a lot of enemies in powerlifting in terms of like people want to destroy him, because again at the same time, I always say, because he has done such an amazing job with his lifters, it's normal for everyone to go after them, everyone to go after him. That's a normal thing. And the thing is, like, I think we had Chance here on the phone. on the podcast. He pretty much said similar thing about Joey. He was like, oh yeah, I was on a PL meeting with the team, and Joey just come, I don't really care what handler you give Keiko, because he's a stronger lifter, he's gonna win. So he's like that, yo. Chance took that a little bit personal, like Michael Jordan does.
No, I can see Joey is pretty cocky. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty cocky. He's lucky. He's lucky. Hey, I think our 93 would beat his 93. Our 105 would beat his 105. And our 120, if we got a 120, if I got to go up, I'll beat his 120.
Shit, I think you're trying to...
I love it.
I'm not going to lie. I think you're trying to convince us now that you should go, and your team should go IPF.
But that's the competition you need. You want to destroy Joey's team. And Joey's best team is not in the USAPL. He's in the IPF.
Yeah.
Hey, the real question is
just in the talks. Yeah. Like in the group chat, a bunch of us are in the group chat, and it's in the talks one moment, and then the next moment is like, I think I might say USAPL, and I'm the lacking guy that I'm like in the group chat. I'm like, monkey see, monkey do. I'm just gonna pitch along.
And you don't even gonna face the ban if you come in, because you were not in the IPF and you went to USAPL. So if you're trying to switch now, that 1 year ban that's not you. But that's one of the reasons, like, people like Russ, it's hard for Russ to come to IPF again, because there's that 12-month ban. So you see, you and Ash have got that option if you want to battle Anatoly. Remember, he's training in a bunker. 348 kilo for a double. Whew, I haven't seen that from you yet, but yeah.
Oh, the squat. Ooh, thank God you said the squat. I thought the total. He's totaling what for a double?
Yeah.
But
Well,
I
just a
squat. I can
yeah,
never
yeah, it's quite insane. But I was gonna say you were talking about obviously Tim Musselman craftsmanship or Tim craftsmanship coming over and taking over Joey Flexes. So do you guys have a 83 kg that you're growing in the roots?
It's 74, absolutely. Right?
Who?
Isn't it the guy that used to be 74? I forgot his name, but now he's gone up to 83.
Oh, Michael Major.
Yeah.
God.
What's happening with him?
Track to beat him. He was on track to beat him, man. He really was. Big injuries and stuff. Kind of, injuries. It'd be like that.
Would he put?
He was.
Hey, don't talk about the Brits here, man. The Brits can't compete compared to Americans.
I don't know. Would he put Durance on the ropes?
Oh wow, shit! All right. What are you? Not right now. I don't think right now.
Okay, so the answer is no. All right, that's cool.
He can match the squat.
Durance, he can breathe. Oh shit, he can match the squat. Keep talking, bro. Keep talking.
Hey, his squat is good. I think he squatted. I'm pretty sure I seen a green on that squat at a heavier body weight. I know his bench. Hey, his bench is going to be playing with over 200 for sure. It's like, I don't know what the Durance is.
Is this my bench
sub 2? It's sub 2. So.
But right now you have him on the pulls because he's injured, but he can pull 300, 305-ish for like healthy.
I can breathe, mate. Oh damn!
No.
You give me a sweat. Shut up, Bob. I can breathe. Shut up.
No, you can't. He can match your squat. I'll bench you by loads.
He benched 190 yesterday. I saw his Instagram. He benched 190 yesterday.
He's good at bench.
Shit. When's the last time you benched 190 Durance again?
Bob, can you give me his coaching number so I can change the coach? But my coach is on this call. I'm thinking he's not doing a good job. So time to switch. This is interesting. I mean, again, right? I'm sure, Bob, they divide between IPF and USAPL. A lot of good lifters that love powerlifting don't like it. You know what I mean? Myself, I don't like it as well, at all. Right? But it is what it is. We just have to accept it just what it is. So I'm going to ask you a question about the future here, right? In terms of like, I know you chasing Ashton and potentially to beat Ashton and all of that stuff. So, but what's the future lies here for you here? Is it just USAPL chasing Ashton to the way where until you guys end up in wheelchairs? Or is it maybe 2 more years chasing Ashton and then see what's out there for me?
I can tell you a lot of statistical goals. I hate that word so much. So right now, obviously, he's like Ashton probably for the next 1.5 to 2 years. And obviously, I'm filling up whatever weight class, no matter fucking what. I'm going up a pound every other 40 days, specifically until I can't no more, and I see my sumo fucking up, and that's not happening anytime soon. So I'll probably chase Rondell, Taylor on dots. If I were to chase Rondell, I'll be probably be very small, probably 111 kg-ish at max. So I could also have that dots in me, chasing Taylor. And those are the only 3 guys I see right now. I can't say Anatoly yet, although I know what he's doing. And also, Anatoly got to fix his grip problems.
On deadlifts. True.
I think, guys, we will send this podcast to Anatoly straight after this because he need to get it. He need to fix his shit, bro. You know, everyone are coming and gunning him down.
Yeah.
Go on.
No, I'm not gonna say it, but you go.
No, say it, bro.
Yes, this is a safe place. It's a safe environment. You can say
you got it. I was gonna say you got to destroy him though. You got to kind of destroy him. I think the battles were fake close. You can't. Yeah. I think he came second to Emil once, right?
He did. He beat.
That's at the
Euros. Yeah.
Do you know why?
Yes.
Anatoly's grip just didn't hold up, so he missed his opener deadlift, and I think he also missed his 3rd bench attempt.
I think it was not. Even before we go to the grip, Anatoly's squat that day was not there.
Yeah. But I'm actually glad you mentioned Krastev because you don't want a piece, bro. You don't want a piece.
No, you said
Emil
Norling.
Krastev, Emil Norling. Yeah.
Norling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
One of us.
This is what I think, right? My take on that, Emil, as long as, even though he beat Anatoly, I still believe he's not on Anatoly's level.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Go on, Mo, say it.
Emil's nice, though.
Something to say.
He's a nice guy. I like him, you know. I mean, we're not talking about being a nice guy here. I'm a nice guy too, but I'm weak.
No.
I mean, what I mean?
Nice, like he's a nice lifter. Like
Emil's strong.
He has that. He has that dog. He will pull whatever it takes to win.
He will pull whatever it takes to win. But if Anatoly come out with 365 kilo, which is like what, 800 pound squat, he's not matching that. Even if he pull 400, he's not winning.
Give. No. You need to give. There's a specific reason. If you look at Emil's comps, he's opened with a minimum of 325, 330, give or take. The reason he's done that is not because he's going for 5 kg jumps or anything. Yeah. He's looking at shredding and he's going that there's a top end I can reach. I think he's just not been able to execute on comp day. I think that's honestly just Emil's fault.
But guys.
Yeah.
On the 9 day for Anatoly and Emil is not coming close. Guys,
I'll put Emil on that money.
Mate, Anatoly's bench and squat. Come on.
What's the pull though? Has he pulled 360 yet?
Nah, 355.
355.
I got a little faith in the pull, but he got to pull a lot more. I'm not gonna. Emil looks like he's capable of 400 one day.
What did you last pull, the Bobb?
375.
Do you think 375? So Enna went for 385. Do you think you're ever gonna outpull Enna if you got his 385?
Yeah, I definitely would because I see myself. I think I'm stronger than Enna.
Oh hell yeah! The man can only bench 145.
But yo, he said he's
as far as the deadlift.
Yo, he said he's gonna slap.
Potential is better than mine. I think it's definitely better than mine. I think at the moment I'm like stronger as far as what I'm applying to the ground, but he's definitely got more potential than me for sure. I'm definitely.
That's wild though. Yeah, I've heard you say your long-term goal is to pull 1,000 pounds one day.
No, I never said that.
Is it? Oh shit, I must have. Oh, okay, on the deadlift bar. Okay, then.
On the deadlift bar, maybe.
It doesn't count.
How's your training at the moment? Like your training at the moment, and we've asked a couple of people. Like I remember we asked Enna how many times he deadlifts. He said he deadlifts once. We've asked Agatha how her training is. She does 6 SPDs a week. Fucking unreal. Like, how's your training at the moment? And is there anything in particular about your training that others would see and be like, what the fuck? How is he doing that?
No, not really. I only train 4 times a week, SBD once a week. And when I'm not SBDing, I'm squatting I'm squatting once a week, twice a week overall, 4 times a week bench, and deadlift just twice a week. Deadlifts right now, I'm doing a little bit of, so I'm fucking my squat up a little bit at the moment. But
a little bit of what, sorry?
Yeah.
You cut off there. A little bit of.
I'm pulling conventional on my secondary days.
Oh,
so it's kind of fucking a little bit.
How's that going?
And I'm not used to fatigue, so.
But long
this
term,
block, I'm entering a block. I'm gonna hit some huge shit. I think. But I'm probably gonna be hitting over 955 kilos of a total.
Shit.
You need to stop this, mate. I'm sweating. You see, Mo's gonna pack his bag as soon as you say IPF. Mo's gonna say, "I'm going back to Nigeria, mate. No way. I'm not doing this shit no more."
It should be conservative, though. I'm hoping it's somewhat conservative. I will say that.
What with 955?
Yeah, because I already hit that, but it was like at my absolute limit. Now I'm like a few pounds heavier, and my bench is way better. My deadlift, I'm hiding. What I'm hiding is 395 in the tank. I'm saving that for the Virginia Pro peak, but I'm probably gonna pull 850. And I'm hoping it's conservative. It's not gonna be all out. But yeah.
Just for the context, 850 is 385 kilos, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I should be able to have that like that. I just pulled 365 for 2, easy as fuck.
365 for 2.
Wait, was
Easy.
that conventional? Yeah.
No, it was sumo.
That's
Nah,
Okay, so but I'm guessing the secondary day is to assist your posterior chain work, of course.
Yeah, that's why my sumo was so fresh.
Yeah. I see.
Yeah.
I see it, bro. I see it.
Man. So,
see-
Bob, that brings me to your SPD days, right? I know you post
Yeah.
these mass because a lot of people are talking about it. Even King of the Lift were talking about, oh, I mean, if you want to be training and do a big SPD day every single week, like Bob Matthew, go for it. Is it actually true that what we're hearing that you do a massive SPD day every single week?
I have 4-week blocks, and every week until the 4th week, that's the heaviest. That's basically meat day. It starts off in the RPE 5 deload, then a 6, then a 7, and then an 8.59. Bang. So yeah, every week I do SPD, but the intensity ramps up.
So how do you recover from that? Is it just the food, the eating? Do you track your macros? Oh,
I've been tracking my macros to the T. I weigh my food on a gram scale to the T. I've been doing that for a whole year. That plus sleep's on point.
And the creatine.
Creatine.
Don't forget the creatine.
All my freaking vitamins. I'm making sure everything's to the T, everything.
Bro, what vitamins have you got there? Because I've been ordering.
Be slow because I'm gonna struggle with the American accent, so I can take note.
I'm gonna print screen that as well.
Hey, oil. This is Gali.
Specials, yeah.
Vitamin D.
All right, calm.
Zinc at night. Bang.
Okay.
Also got ZMA somewhere here. Bang. Bang. Yeah,
okay.
I'm just maximizing. Hey, I'm trying to maximize every single bit of testosterone I could maximize.
That's calm. My Amazon basket, I ordered it as soon as I heard your previous podcast, so I should be receiving all my stuff tomorrow.
I'm done. Yeah, yo. You take every single micronutrient serious and macro.
All right.
You'll be blessed. Be honest.
I got like a question for you now. Then on the opposite side of training, like injuries, if any, what have you come across? How did you tackle it? Or is there anything ongoing right now? I'm not trying to like scoop out for like people you're going up against, but
I've been lucky as hell since I started lifting. I've never gotten injured.
Man.
Just like soreness, pretty much like the 2 weeks ago when I pulled that 804 double, my back sore. It's just prolonged soreness, pretty much. Yeah,
given the history of all the internet lifting you also used to do earlier in your career, I'm like, if there was any chance for you to get injured, it was back then. Like obviously you built up all the small muscle fibers that could potentially get injured now. It's all sorted out.
But obviously you've made tremendous progress over the years, right? Since 2018 until now, we can see from your history. So what advice would you give to someone that is trying to hit that peak, trying to break that glass ceiling? This is for me, by the way. So what advice do you have? Would you give? Is he
move up a weight class,
or move up weight class, or gain weight, or what advice? What's the advice?
Well, you definitely have to take everything to the T. If you're not jacked enough, get more jacked. Muscle mass, of course, accessories. Those are the basics. But for an elite competitor like yourselves, hey, you just got to be more of a dog. You have to be the doggliest dog out there, to be honest. You want to beat Delaney, you gotta fucking you could have definitely had that shit. I remember I was watching you and shit.
Yeah, because I arrived in South Africa the day before. That's my problem. So that's me.
That was the tip of your product. Like Bob, I don't know if you know this. In the previous podcast, we highlighted the fact that Durance was on probably like 900 calories a day, leading up to that IPFLs, bro. Like 1500 probably max. Like if he was like, yo, let's get some steak in tonight or something.
That's crazy.
Between 9 to 1500, bro. And you were just there showing him like you gotta focus on every facet you can.
Yeah, every single thing. You gotta make sure it's perfect.
And then here he is asking you, how can he break the glass ceiling?
Yeah. Yo, aside
He
from
has
those
improved,
the
though.
stuff that you know, it's just be dog mentality. You just gotta want it. It's a life or death situation. Like if you squatting, imagine you picking up a weight or a boulder off your little brother. If you deadlifting, you're pulling something off of someone you love, pretty much.
That's almost like that Eddie Hall mentality when he pulled that 1,000 pound
Yeah.
deadlift for the first time. He was literally putting like that mental like sort of image in his head, like of the worst happening,
Yeah.
and then recruiting everything he has just to get that shit done.
Yeah, obviously it's not about pure anger, because
No.
especially as a sumo puller, because yeah, you lift in anger, you're gonna throw yourself off technically, but you just gotta channel all of that and have that relentless aggression. Pretty much, be a dog. Kobe is one of the biggest motivators to me, period, because he was such a dog on the court,
Yeah,
and I apply that mentality.
you can't that Mamba mentality, but it's second to none.
So
Like
so what you saying at IPF World, I was more of like a pussycat and I missed out on 5 round
Yeah,
of
energy.
bro,
SVD.
you were moving like
Nah.
Chihuahua.
Damn.
Nah.
Damn.
What you bring to the table, meet day, you can't really change much. But if you got this year gap until the next IPF Worlds, hey, you gotta. Everybody's talking about Delaney and Timothy or whatever his name is.
Yeah, Tim.
Make them talk about Jern and Delaney type
No,
shit.
I want people to talk about Delaney and Tim, just like this year when people were talking about Delaney and Tim was nowhere to be found. Next year, I still want them to talk about Delaney and Tim, and then they'll be surprised there will be a Congolese African there on the top spot, because now I'm eating and I'm training. So yeah, I mean, I saw Delaney squatting 885 for tempo, double, pose.
Yo, he's doing good right now.
And King of the Lift was all over it. I'm thinking, mate, that's only 885 double pose. It doesn't matter. I can do that for fours. Anyway, never mind. That's interesting. Literally, like again, what you mentioned, it's very important, because one of the conversations I had with Delaney in South Africa was ticking the boxes is really important, especially in the sport we're doing. You just have to make sure you tick your boxes on the day. Whatever is there, you'll have that advantage over the people that don't tick boxes. So yeah, thank you very much for that advice. In terms of lab, I have one more question. Just about around your training. I know you mentioned about the 4th day is your SPD day, is the meet day for you. That's what you do, the heavy one. So what kind of accessories do you do to maximize your lift?
I just started getting into RDLs. And it's blowing me up. Dips is the number one best accessory for me. Bench, any rowing movement, really, any rowing movement, and the belt squat. Belt squat for the legs has blown me up for my sumo and my squat. The dips for the bench, 100%. And for the back, RDLs. I feel like I got a steel back going into any type of 800 pull, really. And anything's moving off the floor just because of that steel back. And plus, I got the legs now from the belt squat. Man.
I saw you doing, I think, was it 605 RDLs last time? Was it 605?
600.
Right?
600
yeah, 600 pound. Yeah, 600 pound RDLs. I was looking at it, I'm thinking, how is that man doing cardio with 600 pound?
Yeah.
Bro, and to put that in perspective, yeah, you have Enna that was going with 40 kilo dumbbells for RDLs. and then his deadlift is, and your deadlift, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I gotta have that back. I gotta have that though.
Yeah,
Anna could get away with slightly of a weaker back for sure. That leverage is too godly.
Yeah, yo, he's talking
That's
about.
Why you gotta work.
He's talking about slapping 399.
He's gonna pull 399 at the Euros.
Yeah, that's in December.
Yeah, I can see it. That's a dangerous man. That's a dangerous man.
See,
I could see 400 kilos next time.
Do you reckon he's got what it takes to bring Russ back to the IPF?
I don't know. I'm gonna be honest.
Yo, because I asked him, bro. I asked
That's
him.
hard.
Bro. I
Remember,
asked him.
Russ is well rounded. It don't matter how much you pull. You gotta bench something. You gotta bench something. It doesn't matter. You could, you know.
I think I have the same bench as Enna, you know, and that's a bit embarrassing, bro.
You bench more than Enna. But the thing is, but the thing is with Russ, right? I said this, it's not just about you beating the world record that Russ total for you to bring him in. That won't be enough for Russ, right? Remember, Russ has total like 865, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So if you beat the world record, that 840 kilos or 842, it's still not bringing Russ in. You're going to have to total 875 kilos for Russ to come back in. You know?
Yeah. It's going to take a lot. It's going to take a lot.
It depends if he wants to, though, because he's got a lot going for himself right now. He's got his business. And plus he's doing bodybuilding at 75 kilos?
He's not taking anyone serious right now. He thinks, I promise you, he knows he got it.
Yeah.
For years. He knows.
You know, even before your national, when him and Sean, they were talking about Russ is injured, right? I slid into Delaney and DM. I said, what the fuck is happening here? Is this man injured for real? He was like, nah, man, he's not.
I knew it. I knew it. Gotta be smart. It's this storyline. Of course, he's a little banged up stuff, but he's good.
But him going to 75, doing bodybuilding, going to 75. Look, I'm a competitor, right? You are a competitor. Dropping that much weight to 75 kilos and potentially doing his bodybuilding, finishing there and coming back to 82.5 in America, it will take him time to get to that strength back, right? I mean, he's not a superhuman. He is a human being. That's what I'm thinking. Is it not a risk there for him to open the door for Sean when he does that?
I don't see that at all. Because, a year ago, Sean had his chance for a full year. In my opinion, Russ was slacking this whole year. He has been. How much better has Russ got since last year? Not that
much. He's just
been
playing around with weights.
Yeah. And if you can't beat the man and he's not really purposely getting better, Sean, I'm sorry. And he's coming in healthier most likely next year. He might have a sense of urgency that he might have to put more into his total. I can't see what you just said. Sean beating him just because he's taking a break? Nah.
Do you think if Taylor go to 83, Taylor will beat Russ?
Nah. I don't think Taylor's gonna have that much advantage with the extra leverage, to be honest. Nah, I don't see it. However, it will be the closest battle Russ has had since Brett Gibbs, to be honest. It will be very close. So
when you say the closest, Greg Gibbs beat Russ by a big margin in 2018. In 2019, Greg Gibbs just had a bad day.
Yeah.
And I still believe, even me talking to Russ, he admitted himself, I still believe, Bob, Greg Gibbs is stronger than Russ. He was stronger than Russ, even when Russ beat him.
Russ was strongest. Brett was insane. Brett is insane.
Is it the same mindset you get when you compete with Ashton? You're thinking, oh my God, he is stronger than me.
Yeah, for now, yeah. Absolutely.
For now. So that's a warning right there. So Ashton gonna have to start working a bit harder now.
Yeah, because I'm young and gun. I have so much left in me as far as I look at myself in the mirror. I don't have no type of body dysmorphia, of course not. But I know I'm still skinny.
But those arms don't say that. They look like bigger than my head.
Bro, I'm looking at you and I'm looking at my homie Alex right now. And I'm not seeing what you're seeing, bro. Like what?
I'm done. But my weight.
Who me?
Yeah, bro.
I think when you compare yourself against someone like Ashton Ruska and you see his size and the amount of muscle mass he has in himself, even though I feel skinny, so
how tall is Ashton?
It's about 5'8", 5'8.5", 5'8"-ish.
How tall are you?
5'11".
Oh damn, you're a tall boy.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Hey Mo, how tall are you, bro?
I'm 6'1", bro. I need to go Turkey.
Jeez.
Yeah,
You
yo,
got Turkey, yeah?
I need height reduction, man. No cap.
You can
Like,
squat
I'm
more.
telling you, like, if I just get rid of a few inches of this femurs, man, I'm good. I'll be there with you. Whether you want to talk 930, 950, I'll be there. But these femurs are just too damn long, man.
Yeah, yo, you were at 120. Man, you right now.
I know.
120 more.
I need
That's
time.
That's a good for you as well. With in terms of like the leverage, Bob, do you see Ash probably squatting 400 kilo one day?
Wow, he actually told me this about 2 days ago. He wants to try that at like 230, 240, 235, 240. I see that. I see it. I can see the squat for sure. I don't know if it's a good idea because his deadlift leverage.
Would your if he does that, would your heart beat change like for a minute?
Nah, not at all.
That's 400. That's 400 kg of body weight where he could cut into the 105s.
Yeah, but I have this video saved of him when he pulled 395, and he
was
pulled
it sumo?
Yeah, it was sumo.
Yeah.
That was when he was like a lot smaller, and his leverage was way better. In my opinion, his deadlift right now, as this whole year actually, his deadlift has been because of the weight gain to 230 and 105 plus, a little over 105. So if he got to 240, I know what would happen. His squat and his bench would blossom. His deadlift, I would be very confident in pulling on him though.
So what's your favorite lift? Is it your squat or your deadlift or your bench press?
In the meet, my squat.
But
overall, I don't have a favorite lift really because. Yeah,
are you that type of lifter? Because in Britain we have that in terms of like people in Britain. There's some people in Britain they have got a godsend deadlift, right? Where I mean we got A3s in Britain are pulling like 355 kilos. You know, I mean, N is impressive, but we do have the A3s in Britain that can do that. And we go the 105s in Britain that pulling 375. You're talking there, right? And then the 120s are pulling 400. We have them in Britain. But is he something like in America where you guys think I'd rather have a bigger deadlift than work on a squat and bench press because I'm the last one to come out to pull? Does it working like that?
Nah, is it like that in Britain?
Some people are like that in Britain.
No, some people are like that, yeah.
Come last to pull, then be the last one to squat. But I'm thinking, I want to be the last one to squat, mate.
Nah, I would never. No, well, in the stigma in America, no. It's very neutral.
Yeah, I reckon you guys focus more on being all-rounders, definitely, right?
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Because the single lift doesn't, the single lift doesn't win you the dub. Like it doesn't.
Yeah, it looks good and it gets people talking.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, I got two more questions before I end. From my side is number one, Bob, what do you see in IPF side that you probably would wish or want USAPL to adopt? It could be anything that will interest you.
The Alico bar. That's pretty much it. The Alico barbell. I fucking hate every nationals. My squat, well, not nationals, the Virginia Pro and this previous nationals, and even 2021 nationals. The bar zapped so much out of my peak. I peaked pretty fucking good, and then the bars are like, bang. I've trained a Titex bar, which is way more stable because of the PSI, and it makes such a big difference. It really does.
What did they use in the meets you've done so far? Was it the?
I've been traditionally using a black zinc Ohio bar, and it's so freaking whippy. That's why I'm glad.
That's the same one. No, go on. No,
I was gonna say, I think the relationship between Rogue might expire with USAPL very soon. But yeah, that's a major one. Alico bar.
I've trained with I've trained with the Robo higher bar too. And like one thing, the knurling is very aggressive. So it just feels shit on hook grip. And also like for some reason, I always felt terrible on the Ohio bar. And then going to like an actual eco competition bar just feels so much more better.
It means the other way around. On the Ohio bar, I kind of pull more than the Laker one.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that from some people.
Yeah, because I train with the Tiger bar. The Tiger bar is the toughest bar in the business. No bar is worse than that in the business. And I'm a hook gripper. So every time when I do volume work, my nails just like die. Literally, like it's unbelievable. So yeah, I know you chose. You said about the bar there, but what do you think about? Let's go about the refereeing and the judging in the USAPL. Why am I bringing this question? Because no offense to the big lifters in America, we watch your national. First of all, your stream was shit. That's number one. Number two, it was some of the squat was so high, I could get my little 15-month-old boy to walk through some people's squat.
I agree.
So isn't that something that you probably thinking they should do better?
Absolutely. I think they should take the IPF's national state, like how they ref at the IPF. They definitely should at the USAPL for sure, because they were strict on deadlifts. I'll give them that.
Yeah,
they were definitely on deadlifts.
But do you reckon that's because some people were already chatting shit about them with the squats, though?
Hey, maybe.
I mean, on top of that, like these are refs that were once with the IPF affiliated federation.
Maybe though. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That definitely.
Because that's what's given us, the IPF lifters, thinking, if I'm not going to name individuals here, right? Because let's say in terms of respect, because we respect some of them so much because they've done a lot. But that's what gave us IPF lifters thinking, if that guy was a world, he would have bombed out. Right?
Damn.
So it means your total, whatever the total was, realistically, it's not legit.
Oh shit!
Right? It's not legit because all your squat were high. At the last one, because they felt sorry for you and they gave it to you. So, but to me, I'm thinking, I'm not saying the USAPL is not a real federation, but I'm thinking there's a lot of flaws around there because you watch IPF yourself. You saw the raids people were getting. Jesus, for all people, you guys saw Jesus squat. Sometimes you look at him thinking, this man could not go any deeper. But the referee said, no, nigga, that was a red. You know what I mean? But if that squat was in the USAPL, it would have passed it. It's the same thing with, we was talking about chances deadlift in the USAPL, the last one, right? I mean, probably my last attempt, the one that I couldn't pull off the floor. If he was in America, I would have get it.
Yeah. No, I see it. You're right. 100%.
Is it something like the standards need to change? Because a lifter like yourself, you work so hard in what you're doing, right? You want your lift to be legit for people to look at him thinking Bobb is strong because he can hit all his pick, he can hit all his, he can tick all the boxes. But if you're doing some half squat and you're getting them white, people on the other side of the Atlantic like us would think like, come on, man, Bobb squatted a half. You know what I mean? Because in America, he's getting it, he's talking about he's going to beat Anatoly. Bullshit. But when I look at, every time you squat, right, I actually zoom the video to look at your depth because I know how deep Anatoly goes. And I know, Bobb's going to beat Anatoly because Bobb is taking the boxes. But some of your lifters, big so-called big lifters, are thinking, oh, come on, man, you got to fix up.
I know exactly what you mean. I know that's perfect. That's valid as hell. For me personally, I see it. I don't worry about it because, well, one, it's not me that I'm not lifting to the best standard. And for me, there's stuff I'm also going to be competing against aside from just the lifter. I'm competing against the refs
Yeah.
So if the ref, that's why I go into meets assuming and inflating my lifters' numbers. Because, hey, that could just be a factor of the refs.
Yeah.
I assume my competitor can squat more or bench more because of a quick press, or pull more because of soft knees or some shit, and squat more because of high calls on that.
But yo, won't you feel a type of way though? Like, say for example, like you train.
I do, but I'm gonna be honest. I literally felt that like that shouldn't have passed against a direct competitor of mine.
Yeah, someone was
like,
giving it, and you were like, "Nah, come on, bro." Like,
yes.
But
then I let it slide.
Oh shit! What happened to your competitive side, bro? You just
no. I factor it into the like competing. Like, you know what? You should have squatted anyway. So you know what? I'm gonna just let it boom and do my thing, because I gotta make sure I'm better.
Okay.
Because guess what? The more consistent of a lifter this man is,
Mm-hmm.
the meets are gonna show in the future what he's capable of.
Right.
If you got lucky with
cool.
one meet,
let me put it to a specific sort of like scenario then. Say like, you know, you guys weighed in the same, right?
Yeah.
All right. Weighed in the same lifts. You pretty much same total, like same weight, same body weight. So it's all gonna go down to who got the list first. But then, like, when he did it, yeah, it was like, yo, was that really depth? But when you did it, it was for real. Like, you sunk that shit. Like, and then the dub still goes to him. Like, how do you feel, bro? Like, that's a robbery. That is literally daylight robbery.
Absolutely. Hey, you gotta rebuttal that.
That's what I'm saying. But it's too late though, because they get you were like, yeah, cool, calm. It's just squat, still bench and deadlift.
If it's too late, I'll just walk with my head high, and I'll see him at the next one. Like if it was that convincing, like that I was better on that day, I'll just walk with my head high. To be honest.
I'm my last question, and I will shut up. Bob, this is the question we're asking pretty much all our guests in terms of like the competitiveness we have on a meet day, right? I'm sure you watch the IPF World Championship and you watch some of the battles there, and some of them were disappointing, right? Which is, we all know that even IPF lifted, we know some of the hype that was going on around the battles was disappointing, i.e. the 66 was a disappointment, right? So we saw the 76, Agatha and Jessica. I don't know if you've watched them.
Yeah.
So this was one of the things that people talk about in movies and storybooks, literally. And at the end, we saw Agatha cheering Jess off on to pull a world record that would have beat her, right? So if you in Agatha's position, you and Ashton, you go and pull your 390 kilo.
Bro, no.
And absolutely
say it's Anatoly.
Okay, Anatoly. You pull your 390 kilos, and Anatoly need to pull his 393 kilos to beat you. Would you cheer him on?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
What would you be doing though? What would you be doing?
I'm of a different culture, man. I'm sorry. Why am I cheering for this person to outdo what I just did? Nah, I'm of a different culture. People are of different cultures though. Yeah. And it's the norm could be, hey, cheer them on and shit.
What would you be doing though?
I'll be like, just studying if you got the lift, pretty much.
Okay.
I'm not gonna be.
You won't be in the corner, like,
Jesus, please. Let him lose his grip as always.
You could almost say that.
Oh shit, yo! I respect that. That's honesty right there.
No, yeah. I'm of a different culture. Like, I'm not gonna cheer for them to. Afterwards, when they get it or whatever, I'll be like, yo, good shit. You actually fucking beat me, and I'm nice. You beat me. Blah blah blah. Yeah. But in the moment I see it loaded, I'm not cheering for that. Come on now.
Yeah.
That makes no.
But yo, I'll go. This is my last question, because I'm glad that Julian said that. I don't know if you saw what Delaney did with the shoes, like putting names on that.
Wait, say that again.
When Delaney put names on the shoes, for IPF Worlds. You didn't see that?
Yeah, he had whose name did he have? He had
John Hack, Ross,
Sean Noriega,
and he put himself as well. His next on the shoes. Yeah,
like a
the
history
history
I
of
like
all
that.
the
One is
83 in
two
America. So that almost backfired on him if I had a good day. So how do you feel about that?
How do I feel about that?
Or what do you think of it? Even like,
What do you think of it?
Oh,
Well, he
would you
probably
have
thought
more
he had a
people's
triple
names?
win, to be honest. I personally would, I wouldn't do that because, hey, anything can happen on the day. But he was just that confident in himself. Me personally, nah. If it backfired on me, I would be so mad. That backfired. And guess what? Almost did.
That's your shoes that are going to be trending on the social media with a question mark.
Yeah, that's kind of bad. But yeah. He was confident. That's worlds.
yeah.
He was confident.
I think he was confident because of the 822 is done, right? When someone do 822 and you look at the rest of the roster, no one has reached 810, you're pretty much going to be confident there, right? Because you know, even if I have a bad day, I will probably get A15, A17 is there. But I mean, he had a bad day. A02 for someone that's done 822, that's a pretty bad day. 20 kilo is big.
Yeah, that is very true.
Yeah.
So he got lucky with that. Luckily, he was able to fulfill it.
Yeah. Would he be lucky always? We never know.
Nah.
Yeah. There's one thing, like, as I think I did listen to Joey Flex on King of the Lift after that. I think Flex was a little bit harsh on him as well in terms of like he's saying what he was saying. Why? Because I said, to me, as a competitor against Delaney, or as another 83, I'm not saying I'm stronger than Delaney or I'm going to go there and beat Delaney. I never said that. All I said, it was an honor to compete against some of the best lifters in the world, right? And you do what you need to do. But I think is why with Flex, sometimes there's no, there's no easy way to say this, but there's no respect of other lifters. Because at the end of the day, we're all doing powerlifting, we're working hard, and you don't know people's circumstances, right? Some people, like, they come to world, they total 780 or 770. You don't know what they went through to get to that 770, right?
Yeah.
But to him, like, the way he spoke about Delaney was like, oh man, you know, there was not even a competition there. Why did you make it hard for yourself? That was yours to win. And then you got hit the squat. You got hit the numbers. So that's when Delaney was saying, like, oh, when I saw my bench, it was no 200 kilos. I was like, why am I not benching 200 kilo? Why is my squat not 700 pounds? Why is my deadlift not 330? But you're forgetting, mate, you're not in Houston. You're not in New York. You're in fucking Sun City, bro. What? You're lifting in the middle of shanty towns. You know what I mean? It's a different ball game. So I think, again, I think that's when we differ from athletes to coaches. I respect athletes no matter what level you are, because I know you're giving hard, and you American, you have this competitiveness in you. And sometimes people like us in Britain, we think you guys are dicks because you are too competitive. You know?
Yeah.
Am I wrong though?
No. You're not wrong at all. 100%. It's the culture.
It's that capitalism culture, man. It's the top rises to the top, be respected. That's it. Yeah.
Crazy.
But
yeah,
we do love you guys. You do push some of us. So yeah, you do push us.
Yo, Bob, I don't know how you're feeling in your feet, bro, but we're about to reach the 2-hour mark. How's it standing up?
Oh no, I'm good. Trust me. I'm used to being on my, especially during podcasts.
Yeah?
I think better.
Oh, okay. Does that mean you don't sit down at all at meet day then?
Nah, I like standing up, and I catch myself standing. I'm like, hey, fuck it.
All right, cool. All right.
Yeah, that's good, man.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm good for questions. Mo, Alex, what you not saying?
Hold on.
Good for questions as well, man. I'm good. We've asked everything. Well, I've asked everything anyway. You guys have covered a lot, so.
And last one is, how long are you going to be in powerlifting for?
Oh, I'm trying to be GOAT. So longevity, probably to like 40, 50, as long as possible.
So basically, until the wheels fall off, yeah?
Yeah. Until the wheels fall. Longevity.
Yeah, boy.
Longevity is huge.
Yeah.
So you're chasing David Rick's record of longevity.
I'm not chasing the record. That's crazy.
But yeah,
just for me.
Yeah, go.
Just for me to quickly hop on here, I just wanted to say more. It's not necessarily a question, but it's more of a appreciation kind of thing. It's just like it's been very impressive for me as a lift in the 105 to see you come up, say you want to chase Ashton down, and almost basically achieve that. And you're basically surpassing limits. Watching your squat, bench, and deadlift, all amazing lifts. Your rate of progression is amazing. So you're obviously lighting that fire for all the other 105s to look forward to and also chase down. So keep doing your thing, man. It's impressive to see, and you're giving us a target to chase 100%.
Yeah. Hey, appreciate that. You are coming up.
Yeah.
Should I have my eyes
again there?
Up for sure.
Yeah,
definitely appreciate.
It's either a target or somewhere to run. But honestly, Bob, I appreciate you so much for jumping on, bro. Like honestly, I enjoyed having you, talking with you, like just shooting shit. Like, bro, I hope you enjoyed it as well.
And we got to do it again, man.
Yeah, for real. Especially when you move to IPF, you definitely have to you need to say your piece. You need to say your piece on where it all started.
All I'm saying is we gotta do it again after Anatoly does the Arnolds.
Yeah,
because Anatoly need to get his Sheffield ticket at the Arnolds.
Yeah,
and then we'll ask you the same question.
We will ask him the same question. The Arnolds is 24th of September the 24th.
It's been 6 weeks.
Yeah. 6 weeks.
Sure.
So you better watch that.
See then?
Absolutely.
Better watch that. So what we need to pray is the Ukrainian, they have to let him out because he's saying they might not even let him out because they're thinking he's going to run away.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the problem he's facing. Yeah. That's why he didn't make South Africa. That's why he didn't come to South Africa. So hopefully they release that dog because he has a lot in him. He has a lot in him.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. So the rest of 105 guys, you guys start packing your bags now because Bobb is coming. He's coming for everyone. Hey, he's gunning everyone.
They better be scared.
After this talk with Bobb, basically he's told everyone if you want to get to the top, you need to have that dog mentality. So obviously I've taken that piece of information and I'm going to do my best to hang, not necessarily surpass, but I'll do my best to hang in that battle if he ever does come down. So I'm looking forward to it.
So what are you saying? You're going to beat Emil at the Euros?
If Emil doesn't have that dog mentality, then he gets left behind. Everyone needs that dog mentality to.
Hey, Juris, when you hear Mo barking in the warm-up area, put it on the stories, please. I beg.
Thanks, guys. It's been brilliant. Thank you very much. I had so much fun, guys.
Bob,
thank you.
Yeah, honestly, I appreciate you coming on, bro.
Appreciate you coming on, bro.
Absolutely.
Right.
Thanks, guys.
Enjoy the rest of your day, bro. Take care.
Hey, you too. Y'all take care, man. Have a good one.
Yeah.
Cheers, brother. Bye.
Thank you, bro.
Take it easy, man.
Yes, sir.